Ellistown.
It's Thursday, 12th of February. The Ellistown squad are training at FCV Gracedew and will play against a team of 11 players made up of trialists. This match could have ramifications on the current playing squad should they not perform.
Right, so we've got a bit of a trial game on tonight. So it's been a busy week trying to keep everybody happy. As you appreciate, H, that's hard.
It's difficult.
So I'm just here watching the trial game, and hopefully gives our lads some match day minutes ready for the game on Saturday. So
well, it's been a couple of weeks since they've played a game, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
And I've just had a text message from Heaven, and basically says the game's 50-50 for Saturday. It all depends on what's on the rain that's coming, and we'll see.
Ellistown's match against Hathen is called off due to a waterlogged pitch. So we caught up with Andrew Grout and asked him about his story in grassroots football.
Talk to us about where you were born, where you grew up, and then why you've come up here.
Oh, that's a long story. So I was born in Bermondsey, South London, in May 1969. So my dad brought me up following Charlton, Millwall, home and away, Chelsea, Palace, Arsenal.
London. Charlton Athletic may be in the second division, but they've got top league ideas.
Until I was old enough to go by myself, and then I mixed in with the Chelsea boys when I was 13, 14, when they were rubbish.
First division defences as well. Past John O'Neill, and this is Dixon's 12th goal in 10 games for Chelsea.
And I had some fun. Then I got married. I gave up the football until I realised that the football's better than the marriage. So so one had to go. So I got back into my football in mid-90s. That's 1990s for those who were born in the year 2000 onwards. Just at the same time, Glenodal and the Chelsea Revolution took place. So I went to all the home and away games for Chelsea. I had a great time. Wembley, Europe and all the rest of it. Then moved to Birmingham in 1998, relocated due to work. And then I commuted down to Chelsea homes. Then I met the wife, the boss, and she realised that I love football, so she let me get on with it. My daughter come along, my wife still let me get on with the football. So I was a lucky man. And then common sense basically said, well, hang on a minute, I've had a good run at this. So then we moved from Birmingham to Ipstock 11 years ago, and I agreed at that time to give up my Chelsea season ticket. Moved to Ipstock, and the wife said I could get involved in local football. So I googled local football team. 11 years later, here I am, putting more hours into Ellistown than what I did with Chelsea, according to the wife.
Can you remember how you got involved?
Oh, I can remember Mr. Grout, yeah. I can remember the first time he came to the football fan, Chelsea fan as he is. Yeah, he came up and walking around the ground, and I think somebody pointed him in the direction of me, and I got talking to him, and of course it weren't 30 seconds before he's, banging on about Chelsea Football Club. And then he realised I was an Arsenal fan, and this happened to be the first club. He'd looked at the clubs around us, and I don't know if we dropped lucky for the fact that we were the only club, and I said the word lucky there, that we were only club playing at home at the time, that Grouty came up here, liked it up here, thought it was a friendly club, and then, brilliantly stopped with us, bless him, because, he's, again, like me, he's had the chance to go to other football clubs, but his heart's set on Ellistown. So we were lucky in that way, really, that I think the other teams were away. So, you had the choice of going Colville at the time, you had the choice of either St John. So, yeah, we dropped lucky there.
Dropped lucky?
Yeah.
With the torrential rain not letting up, it's now been 2 weeks without a match for Ellistown's first team. And this doesn't look like changing anytime soon. The match against Hathen at the weekend was called off due to a waterlogged pitch. This brings us to the following Thursday, where the team trains at FCV Gracedew, building up to their home fixture against Magna.
Feeling towards Saturday in terms of the pitch, do you think it will be?
It all depends on Mother Nature. It rained today, which is not good. So we need no rain tomorrow, no rain Saturday. We've organised 12 o'clock pitch inspection by the referee. We're hoping it's on because we spent £50 marking the pitches out, and that's £50 that we can't afford if the games are off. So
you made the gamble to mark the pitch.
Made the gamble because we had to book in the pitch marker to do it. So hoping we get a game on. We need a game. As I said earlier, if we lose this Saturday, then the rearranged games will be put in for midweek. And as you can imagine, players have got jobs, travel, and the last thing they want is a midweek game at 6:30 away, or 7:30 at our place on a Wednesday or a Tuesday. You know, my prep for this game started when the game was postponed last Saturday. So that's match officials contacting the opposing team and so on and so on and so on. So if the game's called off, it'll be called off early. It'll be called off at midday. Then hopefully by about 1 o'clock, I'll have all the admin done so I can potentially go and watch a game myself.
Get in there, Ellis. Get in there, Ellis. Ellis, he's getting it. He's going in there. So mate, you move. Come on. Wake up. Deliver. 80 feet. Deliver. He's going, Ellis. He's going. Who's going to get in with him? Try and just put it into an area. Don't pick the man out. Just put it into the area. Buff. Yeah, good. Start. Good. Mate, you move, Zach. Mate, you move. Unlucky. Go on then, counter. And deliver. Put it into an area. There you go. Doesn't matter. Well done. And deliver it, Kai. And deliver. Good. Hey, well done. Unlucky. Well done. Good session.
The first team looks likely to see yet another week of called off fixtures, which gives us a good chance to get to know the first team manager, Scott Taylor, and how he entered grassroots football.
So, when about was it that you got into grassroots coaching?
My son was 6. He started playing at Ellistown Park, 2 years above himself. And just watching that, and then realising actually I could do a better job without being rude to the coaches that were there at the time, or feeling that I could have a bigger impact. And he then moved to Loughborough Dynamo. And while he was there, he was doing goalkeeper coaching, goalkeeper school, just for keepers. And the guy there, Justin Bowley, he asked me if I'd just help out doing some serving on a Saturday morning, so serving, throwing and kicking balls to goalkeepers. And I absolutely loved it. And I ended up spending 3-4 years there working with Justin, and then further down the line with Russell Holt, the ex-West Brom keeper. And both of them were brilliant. And then alongside Tony Moore, who sadly passed away a few years ago, massive influences on me being a coach. And that's where I got the bug.
It's Saturday, 21st of February, and Club Secretary Andrew Grout heads to the ground to conduct a pitch inspection.
So we've just had the pitch inspection with the referee. I don't know if you can see over there, young Stephanie. The pitch is currently unplayable. It's dangerous underfoot, and this is the ref's words. There is standing water on the pitch, as you can see down the side there. It's not going to clean up. It's not going to dry up and firm up by 3 o'clock. So the referee is now talking to the league about, in effect, how early we can postpone the game. Officially, we can't postpone it till midday. It's now 20 to 12. But common sense says let's get the game off early so we can get the lads doing other things, get some work out. You know, lads who can get afternoon shifts at work can then go and do that. So yeah, so no game today.
No, what's that? 3 weeks in a row.
It means our unbeaten one continues.
Yeah, it's true. That is a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And what are the pros and cons for Ellistown when games are called off?
So, well, it's painful for games calling, especially home games, because you've got to do all the organising and getting pitch inspections done and notifying teams and managers and officials and spectators. So it's frustrating for us to have the games called off, but it also gives us a chance to just take stock, potentially let other teams catch up with the games in hand that they had on us. But it was frustrating, and it's pressurised to call the game off. We don't do it easy, both home and away. The games that called off were away. We were hanging on the telephone until 12:30, 1 o'clock. Do we travel? Do we don't travel? And it's the same for their secretaries and all the officials. So the weather dictates what you can and cannot do. But I think, unfortunately, over those 3 weeks, I think all the games were called off. So we didn't get the games. The teams that had games in hand in us still got games in hand in us. So it didn't really work from that perspective.
I think more frustrating is you struggle to get any momentum. So you might feel that you've had a good performance, regardless of the result. There's something been there that you feel you can start building on, and then games get called off. And all of a sudden you lose, you might lose 2 or 3 players for one reason or another, so the momentum just drops. That's more frustrating than not being able to watch last week's game back. In fact, if anything, sometimes that can be nice to wake up on a Sunday morning and not have to watch a game back 4 or 5 times.
It's now been almost a month without a fixture for the first team, and it's back at FCV Gracedew for training ahead of a clash against Lutterworth Athletic Youth Reserves.
Okay, couple of bits, and this is going forward. When we're setting up, you're on my time, okay? Lads kicking balls when I'm talking, or when we're setting something up, you'll start leaving the balls and you will run until I tell you otherwise. You don't touch my balls until I tell you you're allowed to touch them. You earn the right. What I don't want is you trying to pick passes, because none of you are good enough for that. We've seen that. We can't pick passes. We're putting it into an area. We're putting it into an area, and then it is the attacking team's job to get on the end of it. And it's one touch finish if it's in there. Let's get ready. No. Let's get it set up. 3 times.
With the manager making it clear who can and can't touch his balls, Non-League Connect caught up with club secretary Andrew Grout and the first team assistant manager Ben Gascoigne.
So let's introduce Ben Gascoigne, manager of Barlston St Giles. The two clubs are working together to share ideas, training, as you can see tonight, players, so we can bring the community together within clubs. Ben's got players who's playing for us tonight in the 2 games that you can see here. We've dual registered some players, and it's all about putting a pathway in with joining all the clubs together. So hopefully it's going to be a successful one. In the old days, Barlston used to beat Ellistown every season, home and away. I think if you remember that.
A few times.
Yeah, a few times.
Games.
In the old days, the problem now with football is local clubs go against each other.
They don't need to, do they? They can come together and make a better club.
Yeah, where back in the old days, they used to work together. And it's kind of getting back to how it used to be.
Yeah.
Okay, hold it there. Hold it there. Just going to ask a couple of questions. I can't see any formation in this setup. I can't see any structure in either team setup. So what you've done is you've come onto a pitch, right? And you've just gone, we've got wide men and we'll go anywhere. So get some structure. Think about where we're playing. Get yourself sorted as some structure. They're your wing backs for both teams. You ain't got to worry about that. So now you've got to worry about a 3 and a 2, or a 3 and a 3 and a 1, or whatever it is. But get some structure so that we can start playing. Because I've said you can only score when you're using the wide players.
Ellistown's opponents this weekend are Lutterworth Athletic Youth Reserves, a team that sits 6th in the table, 28 points above Ellistown. This fixture is massive for the club's hopes of staying up, and they are very much the underdogs.
The plan, if you turn up for training, then you've got a very good chance of being in the squad for Saturday. Obviously, we've made a big push over the last month to get the lads at training, and it's worked. It's a good turnout tonight. And hopefully they'll take this training game into Saturday's game, which is going to be tough. We know what we've got to do, which is basically win every game. hopefully starting Saturday.
Play like you do on Saturday. Why are you standing? He's here. Why are you standing on his toes? Hey, it's the next time to do it and the ball comes in, my permission to clear the pair of them out. And I mean clear them out. Let's play. Come on, do it proper. Unlucky, ideas right.